Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Anel Garcia, and I will be talking about fitness. Fitness is something, as we all might already know, is something we do not like to talk about. Whether it's talking about what we are doing or talking about how we started off the path. So, when starting a fitness journey, we all might feel very much in anxiety because we do not know where to start. We do not know what to do. We personally probably don't even have a goal on what we want to achieve in a fitness journey. So, what if we knew what to do? What if we knew where to start? Or what if we knew what to focus on when we are trying to achieve a goal? If we at the start of a fitness journey had a set goal and knew what exactly that type of movements or type of workouts would work for our body, then maybe it wouldn't be so bad. So, let's try to get an understanding of what in the gym happens when you're starting a fitness journey. As stated in an article based on gym anxiety, it states we kind of feel overwhelmed based on understanding where we're starting or what we have to do for our body. So, if we understood where we want to focus on, whether it's growing our muscle or becoming very strong, then maybe it would be a lot easier. So, let's dive into understanding what hypertrophy is. Hypertrophy and strength training both have an inclusion on growing your muscle, but each one of those two have a different path. One can lead to a longer period of time and focuses on the size of your muscle. The other one focuses on the growth of how much weight you put onto it. So let's first start with hypertrophy. Hypertrophy focuses on the amount of reps and the longer path of growing your muscle. When growing your muscle, you're trying to really develop that growth, whether it's in your biceps, in your legs, in your shoulders. You're really trying to focus on stretching those muscles and ensuring you have a very much a good stretch on that muscle so that it gets that pressure and gets that growth into it. There is a very much a longer path because you are focusing on a steady weight and on a steady time when doing your reps. As shown here, there is a different size whether it's in strength training and in hypertrophy. So in hypertrophy, we can see here there's a focus and a more defined in your muscle. In this side, it's more bulky, but it's also muscle. We will get more into this side, but for right now, this is what hypertrophy is. It is a more defined body, and it's a very much, you can see the muscles and you can see the growth of the muscle right there. So the next thing we will talk about is strength training. Strength training, on the other hand, is where you're trying to increase and max out on a certain amount of weights or max out on a certain either chest press, squatting, or even try to bicep curl so much weight. You're not so focused on doing so many reps. Even though you are still doing reps, it is not as much as you're trying to focus on when you're doing hypertrophy. In strength training, you're trying to really max out on it. So you're really trying to get to that end point where you're just like, you gotta really push it. So that's where it comes into strength training. As many of us have seen on social media, it's something many strength trainers do, which shows as them maxing out on these very much heavy 500-pound weights instead of just simply doing like these strong reps as we see these bodybuilders do, because bodybuilders focus on hypertrophy because they're really trying to get that definition on their muscles, trying to go every single part of their muscle into it instead of trying to max out on all these different types of weights. And this is what shows right here on strength training. On this one as well, we can see bodybuilders focus on the control of the weight and the focus of contracting the muscle, which this is hypertrophy right here, the contraction of the muscle, the volume of the size of the muscle, and generally it focuses on 8 to 15 reps. This is 8 to 15 reps right there. So in strength training, as we focus on this side, that's where you move the bar a lot faster and you move it as possible as you can. You focus on moving the weight and it's an intensity of strength. So you're generally doing about 3 to 6 reps when trying to really max out instead of doing to 15 reps on hypertrophy. But in conclusion, both of these help you grow your muscles. It's just a matter of understanding whether you want to grow your muscle in size and definition, or you really just want to max out on a certain body part, whether it's in your top of your chest or on your legs, whether it's on your back, you really want to max out on those weights and you just want to go for it. But it's just mainly of understanding and getting the concept of what your goal is. If you have a goal, then go ahead and go to that goal. So thank you, and I hope you guys have an understanding of what hypertrophy is and what strength training is and how they both conclude into building your muscles. Thank you.